Recursion starts from our roots, so we call the DFS or depth first search function on roots. And the first thing we need to calculate is the leftmost node. I filled out the right for us just to show you what it actually looks like, but we're going to go all the way down to this bottom node on the left side first. So here we go. Left equals DFS of 2, right equals DFS of 3. But we're going to keep calling this top line over and over and over again until we get down here. So let's see what happens. The second step is this. We're going on the left side of the tree and we call DFS on 2. Then again, we need to calculate DFS of 4 because that's our root.left node. So that brings us to the third step. We're on the left side of the tree and we call DFS on root.left, which is null. That returns 0 immediately. So then we can actually move this to the left and check that out. Left equals 0 now, which updates this. But we need to get our right value. So now we finally check the right over here, and it's the same. We call DFS on null, and that returns 0. So let's get that out of the way. And now we can do the arithmetic to finish DFS 4. So as you see here, max equals math.max, 0 plus 0, max. And max is set to 0 right now. So this whole thing equates to 0. And we return math.max of 0 plus 1, which just equates to 1. So that means DFS for 4 returns 1. There we are. So left equals 1. Now we need to get right. So we go to our sixth step. And again, we're calculating the right, and we're calling DFS on the node 5, which means we need to call it again on null, which brings us down here, returns 0. Okay, and I skipped this one, but right also happens next, which returns 0. And then we can do the final arithmetic. Again, it's the same exact thing. Math.max of 0 plus 0 and max, which is 0. Max is still 0. Then we return 0 plus 1, and that gives us 1. So let's get this out of the way. We can move this now and check this out. Let's delete these. Delete, delete, delete these two. So now we can do the final arithmetic on DFS and the node 2. So left is 1, right is 1. We do the max of those two, which is we add them together. So 2. So max is going to become 2. And we return, in this case, 2 as well. So now we finally got back to the root. We went up here and we can move this out of the way, and left is equal to 2. Awesome. So we need to calculate our right now. So we call DFS on node 3. That calls DFS on this root.left, the null node here, and that returns a 0. Then we go back and call the right DFS. That returns a 0 as well. So we can get rid of this guy. And we can do the final arithmetic here. Max is 2. It's bigger than 0 plus 0, so it stays 2. And left and right are 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So DFS for the node 2 returns 1. So let's get this out of the way. Delete this. This becomes this. Delete this. And there we go. We have our final calculation. Left is equal to 2. Right is equal to 1. 2 plus 1 is larger than 2, so max becomes 3. And that is what we return right here. That's it.